Welcome back to the morning show here on Arise News. To review some headlines of today's newspapers from around the world is Emmanuel Efeni. Great Malabite!
I'm here.
I did it.
Do I really need another introduction? I'm here all morning. Yes. Now, let's start the review with this, the Nigeria's newspaper of record. The lead story, after destroying local government system, leading to insecurity, governors working to scuttle electoral reform, still lobbying president not to sign bill into law, INEC warns delay may affect off-season polls. More CSOs urge Buhari to assent. Now the story, according to this day, after crippling the local government system across the country, a situation believed to have laid the foundation for the current widespread insecurity, some governors have continued to do all within their reach to prevent President Muhammadu Buhari from signing into law the electoral amendment bill, adjudged to be in the best interest of the nation's democracy. Yes, I like the way the story has been introduced, but my problem is that I wouldn't heap all the problems of Nigeria on the governors. Problem of insecurity, heaping it on the governors who are chief security officers who don't control even the Boy Scouts in their states. They don't control the police, they don't control the army. So...
But they control Amotekun.
Yes, but I want...
In some states.
And in states where they have put Amotekun, in Ondo State, you can see there's some peace.
Yes.
So it means if you give the governors state police like they've been demanding as part of the restructuring of this country, they will do better. Of course, it goes without saying that in other climes, you don't have one federal police that takes order from only the president of that country. You have county police, you have state police, you have university police.
Yes.
Even in America, or you lived there for a very long time, you know that. But let's just return to the main story, because I was just saying we shouldn't put all the blame of all our problems on the governors, which the story from my newspaper, yes, you know, I'm still an executive director.
Yes, you are.
Yes, but, you know, sometimes I have to disagree with the editor also. So I don't believe we should put all the blame on all our problems on the governors. But on this matter, signing the electoral amendment bill into law, you know, I've stated earlier that for me, the buck stops at the president's table. If he wants to listen to some governors, well, it is also the problem of the president. Like you said earlier, the position of a governor is transient.
Yes.
These men will not remain governors forever.
Yes.
Many of their colleagues are in the National Assembly, using that as their current political address. So, and their colleagues were in the are in the National Assembly that passed this into law. Some of their former colleagues. So, to me, it's the president who should do the needful by signing this bill. But if the president wants to be tossed around like a pendulum by governors, by others who have political interest, because we must also not forget what was the interest of the National Assembly members in insisting that there should be only one method of picking candidates for the political parties. For all political parties, is this an APC problem? Because the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Femi Ojamila, was very much involved in this matter. And I remember he has been boasting that if the president does not sign, they will do the needful by overruling the president. Can they monster the votes? Is this a problem that is emanating from Lagos? Because in Lagos State, they have a way of writing their wish into laws. Yes, that is a Lagos.
Yes.
That is a Lagos State legacy. You wrote what's the name of that company that collects the
Alpha Beta
into law? And when somebody come, he wrote his own. What's the name of that?
Visionscape.
Refuse.
Visionscape.
He wrote it into a law, so it is a Lagos legacy. And the Speaker of the House is from Lagos. Is he doing this for a purpose? Will that suit his principle? He cannot deny that he too has a godfather who is Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. In the countdown to the presidential race, is that what will favor him the most? Is that why they are insistent? Because if you ask me, let the parties have the option. If Party A says they prefer direct primaries, so be it. If Party B prefers indirect, so be it. If Party C prefers consensus, that should be their business. But it has already been written into the law. So the president should sign, listening to governors claiming to be looking for INEC's view. I don't think it's just like kicking the can down the road.
Yeah.
It's the president who should be held responsible if anything goes amiss with this bill that has been adjudged as the best that can guarantee free, fair, and credible election. Let's look at what other newspapers are saying quickly. Travel ban, the Guardian newspaper. Travel ban. Federal government puts retaliation on hold as row with UAE gets messier. Government, we are initiating diplomatic steps to resolve restrictions with UK, Canada, and Saudi Arabia. UK to reduce travel restrictions, scrap red list this week. So perhaps we'll get a conciliatory response from the UK authorities. Now, the Punch newspaper, 3,125 killed, 2,703 abducted in 11 months. VIPs knock federal government. Match words with actions, all not well. Obasanjo, Sultan, ACF, others tell the federal government. Buhari prefers traveling abroad to visiting victims of banditry, says Northern Christian Association of Nigeria. Nigeria must trash 1999 constitution to overcome security challenges. Gani Adams. Now, the New Telegraph newspaper, 2023, elections endangered. OBJ, Sultan, Clark, Atta, others, as they brainstorm on insecurity. Propose state police as panacea to kidnapping, banditry, Ohaneze, ACF, Pandev, state position. Now, the Vanguard newspaper, Omicron, Nigeria threatens UK, Canada, others. We've heard of that. Now, the Business Day newspaper, MTN Nigeria, MAFA paid $546 million to get 5G license. Yes, MTN we know very well. We know their scope. But MAFA is a new kid on the block. Yet, they successfully outbid a company like Airtel. But we'll see how it pans out because they have to pay that amount by February next year to move ahead with their deployment and rollout. But for a company like MAFAB, they don't have any structure on ground. MTN, we know.
Yeah, MAFAB.
But MAFAB, I'm sure in the days ahead, will try to dig into the brains and the persons behind MAFAB.
Okay,
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
We hear that less than a minute, but I just wanted to point out some things. So,
yes.
Somebody sent a message saying it's not that anybody's blaming the governors, but the gist on ground is the fact that the governors, disrupted the local government system, and that's the reason why insecurity had continued to grow in this country. I mean, so that's what a lot of people are saying.
And I'm not too sure I agree with that.
And concerning, this Nigerian, agreement with the UAE.
Yes.
There's a story just emerging, about a letter sent already to Air Peace indicating that some slots will be blocked for them. So,
just one slot to Dubai. I got that report as well.
So, let's see how this pans out. Yeah. Let's just see how this pans out. This is ongoing in the coming days. But we have to, take a pause on this. Thank you so much, Mr. Emmanuel Afeni, for this.